I was as stupid as Mount Marion probably likes to believe that I am, stupid and unaware. She was the epitome of, if I believed in myself at all, I was arrogant, I was delusional, you know. Now she's trying to be my friend. Yeah, I appreciate being able to stay here, but it shouldn't even be up to Marion as far as I'm concerned. It should only be up to my mother. And my mom did agree that we'll make a will behind Marion's back, since there's supposedly a will that my mom has never seen, that was supposedly drawn up, that supposedly exists. Who's to say Marion didn't rip it into pieces? You know what I mean? I will not trust this woman who got this power of attorney behind my mother's back 7 to 8 years before my mother knew of the power of attorney's existence. Bottom line, she can hug me all she wants. She can offer to fix my computer and hug me and say, you know, can't we just forget we were mean to each other like it's some childish thing? No. You own my mother's existence. My mom will believe anything you say because she's terrified of being thrown back in the nut house, and she will not listen to me if I say anything bad against you. Okay? You know how fucking frustrating that is for me? I probably am mean to my mother sometimes on purpose, but think about it. I said to her one day, I'm like, you care more about the families, your sister's feelings, than you do mine. No, I said, you love them more. She goes, no, I don't. Don't say that. Don't say that. I said, okay, you don't love them more, but you care more about their feelings than you do mine, because you will not listen to me. We could fight this. We could fight Marion. You know? We could fight it. Maybe neither of us could have control over your money, but we could appoint a stranger who would be told that they have to tell us exactly what's going on, so we make sure they're not fucking us over. But no, you trust your half-sister for no reason. You didn't when you were sick, and you just let her manipulate you. You didn't trust her. It's just she won you over because what choice do you have? You don't want to wind up back in the hospital where she put you 5 times in 11 months, and now you're on 3 very powerful segments. Depakote, something that replaces a Prex that was causing you to gain weight like crazy, and Prolexin. Of course I'm going to be frustrated because I'm on psych disability, and as my lawyer friend on the internet told me, there's really not a damn thing that I can do about any of this. What can I do? Nothing. Nothing. Except be fucking frustrated and wish I could fucking drink, but I quit drinking, at least for now. It's frustrating, you know? Would you guys like it? You can't even get your mother to believe what she believed about her half-sister, you know, years ago. But now the woman, you know, it's just accepted. It's what is. It's what is. And if I get fucked over, oh well, because my mom will not accept that Marion could possibly be fucking either of us over. She won't accept it. What can I do? Nothing. Nothing but vent and gripe, but I sure as fuck have a right to talk about it like I've been doing for years. I sure as fuck have a right to talk about it. Because my mother wants everything to go to me, and my mother has no idea what Marion is doing behind her back, behind my mother's back. I have no idea, and my mother has no idea. She has no idea. She has a 401k that she's not allowed to know anything about. You know, she doesn't even know where her money goes to. At one point, because I was encouraging her from California to do it, she asked Marion, but even what she was telling me didn't make sense to me. Didn't make sense to me. And now they got the little 10,000 from the case where Marion put in 1,000, my mom put in 1,000, but more importantly, Marion helped her. Wrongful death against my mom's crazy husband who died in the hospital but was a victim of nursing home negligence. And it went on year after year after year, and they finally got 10,000 each. My mom has 5,000 from her car that she totaled, and I begged her, please don't get another car. You were a lousy driver before you were on 3 powerful segments, you know. Before you got a lot older, you were a lousy driver when you were a lot younger, and now you're elderly and on powerful segments. Please don't get another car. That's at 5, so she got 5,000 for that, so she has 15,000. And I'm helping her out too, so she has even more. I'm not just not costing her anything. I'm fucking paying her. I am paying for all the food, all the household, products, cleaning products, whatever, all the toiletries, like toilet paper, soap, toothpaste, all the dog food, Omar's vet bills, the difference in the electricity, whatever the electricity went up, it went up like $30 my first month before I had the computer, and then when I got the computer, it went up 30-something more, so I have to pay her $63 this time. The difference in electricity and my internet, I'm paying the equivalent of rent. I'm not living with mommy, I'm paying the equivalent of rent here, So yeah, my mom and I fight sometimes. I get pissed off sometimes. She drives me crazy sometimes, She's a pushover. Her friends manipulate her. My aunts don't even like this friend who's storing all her stuff at my mom's house that's in this spare room where I am now. It's my room now. I'm not living off my mom, as I yelled at her the other day, because the friend's storing everything here. The friend had the friend's a shopaholic and doesn't have any money because she's trying to borrow money from my mom. My mom doesn't let on that I'm paying her, or that, my mom has all kinds of extra money. Now, of course, she leeches for friends. You can't tell them. 19 packages the woman picked up, and the woman said, where are my clothes? And I was here in the room. I didn't want to hear. And she was arguing with my mom, and my mom says, you can't go back there, which is my room now. I was getting angry. I was going to run out there. I didn't tell this woman off. Like, apparently my aunt told her off in the past while she was talking to my mom and taking advantage of my mom. But if you decide to say anything to my mom about that, she's my friend, she's my aunt. The other day when we went to the movie, she's like, she's not your friend. She's a user, she's not your friend. But whatever, the woman was arguing with my mom. My mom said, you can't go back there. I couldn't hear because the dogs were barking. Like, why not? But something. And my mom's like, Laura's sleeping. Oh, you should have just said that. No, she doesn't have to say that. It's my room now. It's my room. You are not. And I was upset with my mom because I'm like, if I hadn't been here, you're such a pushover. You let people manipulate you. Let your friends manipulate you. You probably would have let this woman come back here and get her clothes. What do I have to do but a lock on the door? It's my room now. I'm not living off of my mom in any way. I'm actually paying her, okay? I'm paying her. I'm alive and I buy healthy food. It's expensive. I buy healthy food. I just made us a healthy meal last night with ground turkey and potatoes and a whole little over a pound of my sweet mini peppers, orange, yellow, and red peppers. My mom spent over an hour cutting up, so I hate cutting things. Garlic, little bit of sour cream, spices, 2 Amy's vegetable burgers, celery, all mushed together. Oh, and 2 cans of beans, kidney beans, and pinto beans. And it's delicious. My mom would never make that. My mom's losing weight. I'm helping my mom. We throw things away. She has too many clothes. We give them to charity. I am sometimes mean, but it's out of frustration, okay? Frustration. Just the fact that my mom, even if we can't do anything about it, my mom won't even listen to me about the dangers of her half-sister controlling all my mom's finances. And my mom doesn't even understand, because I'll say this house is Marion's. Now it's not. I have the bill of sale. It doesn't matter. Everything of yours is Marion's, Mom, because her husband drew up the most powerful POA you can draw up. It made everything my mom's Marion's. And people who have children that they want everything to go to do not sign that kind of extremely powerful power of attorney. Extremely potent power of attorney, okay? Nothing I can do about it, but I sure as fuck can talk about it. my aunt find out? Well, like I said, I can't be thrown on the street now. I'm getting $1,000 a month. I have a little over $14,000 in the bank. So, like, I was telling my mom the night she was gonna have to stick this, in the playing room. We're pissed on her bed. I mean, I'd be furious too, but I just said to my mom, I was all upset. I was just like, I didn't yell. I was like, Omar and I will leave then, I understand you're upset, and there's nothing that I can do, but you can't be driving me nuts, asking me why Omar does what he does. Explain to you. He was never potty trained. Donald was the one who was home with Omar the majority of the time. I was working full time, 40 hours or more a week, okay? Donald didn't work at all. He was with Omar, okay? I couldn't train Omar. Donald didn't care. Donald's a lazy, fucking selfish, in and out of bed, controlling, cheap son of a bitch, abusive bastard. What do you want? We got a dog, and Donald didn't even care when the dog was 5 years old, 4 years old, was going to the bathroom, spraying everywhere because he wasn't neutered. And of course Donald's mom was pissed, but in one ear out the other with her son. But then again, with her, the same thing. Anything I said to either her or her son, in one ear out the other. So as far as I'm concerned, they... I do a lot of good here. I help clean, I cook, and my mom has more money than she's ever had in her life, I'm helping out completely, not the bare minimum. My mom would let me pay less. I want to pay more. I want to make up. I make sure my mom's sisters know, make sure they know that I'm pulling my weight big time around here. My mom loves having me for the company, and I want to be here. Of course, I'm going to be frustrated at the fact that I can't get my mom to understand the dangers of her half-sister controlling all my mom's finances, and without my mom getting to know shit, okay? That's the bottom line. My mom doesn't get to know anything. My mom wanted to see the supposed will, the will that supposedly exists, leaves me everything, and Marion never showed it to her. This was a while back. And my mom won't push it. My mom won't push anything. Marion has the power to get her section. I'm sorry, what you guys believe, my belief is not. Apparently in Massachusetts it's really bad, so I heard from, where did I hear that from? I forget who I heard it from. I read it on the internet, or the psychiatry of death, I don't know. That was in Sunset, whatever. I might have read it on the internet. But Massachusetts is really bad when it comes to once a person, sectioning people, okay, against their will, into nut houses, to mental institutions, okay. My mom's whipped, she's controlled, and Marion's good. Think about it. I had no desire to ever see Marion again. Sure, I wrote her a letter thanking her for letting me stay here and letting Omar be here even if I couldn't be, in all those months that I was in the shelter. But the only reason I was even allowed to come here was because of my back. My mom still had to ask Marion's permission. My mom didn't think Marion would say yes, because I'm not supposed to be here, Supposedly, as far as I'm concerned, the park has no right to even say I can't be here, but it doesn't matter. It's because it's what my mom believes. And because of my back, it didn't matter that the shelter was housed. It was only because of my back. If I hadn't hurt my back, I'd still be in the shelter. At least Omar would be safe. But I'd still be in the shelter, okay? So now Marion says I can stay here as long as I want, as long as I keep a low profile, as long as nobody says anything, whatever. As far as I'm concerned, they're not gonna bother. My mom pays her rent, she doesn't cause trouble, they're not gonna bother to force her to sell her home just because she's having her daughter live here, but whatever. I'm going back in the shelter. Definitely won't be doing that again. is what it is, you know. There's nothing I can do about it. I haven't lived my mom's life, you know. I haven't experienced being sectioned once, let alone all the times my mom's been sectioned. And it's sad. It's sad. She does not have the mental capability to understand. And I'm extremely smart. I'm smart without being a college honors graduate. I'm smart from all the outside books I read. I'm just smart, period. I was writing poetry and songs when I was 8, 9, and 10, okay? A lot of it kind of, you know, since most people can't write poetry or songs at all, and I was writing stuff that most people couldn't write as adults, you know? I was doing it as a kid. Never recognized whatsoever, but that's another story.